Hey Junior, hey Groman, am I pronouncing it right?
Hi.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, my name is Gabriella.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. I just got confused with the name on Blue Jeans. Hey Gabriella, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. I meet Junior in my stand-ups. I don't get to meet you, so
The website of the Ceph, the CDM, it says that 20, it's at like 21. So is that like 9 p.m.?
yeah. This is actually the APAC friendly time, so it's at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just confused. I was like not sure if it's we're going to meet at 9 p.m. or like now.
Yeah. So we have an EMEA friendly one, which is usually I think at 9:30 Pacific, which is probably 12:30 Eastern, and then we
Oh, I
alternate with APAC, which is at 9 p.m. Eastern for you. Yeah.
I see. Makes sense.
Hey Noah,
Hey, how's it
you're
going?
muted.
Yeah.
Good, good. This is
Oh,
the
good.
Etherpad that we usually use for updates. Uh, so in the last meeting, I think we discussed how we can improve the onboarding experience in general in terms of our website, on structuring our documentation, and also using uh, the tracker, the Redmine tracker. I did have a chat with Lens, who started this Etherpad on onboarding experience in the first place, and he said he'd be willing to help us with that. And just that he's going to be on PTO for the next few weeks. So in the meantime, we can probably start working on some bits, pieces of what we discussed.
Yeah,
So,
so I don't have a lot of update. I worked a little bit on reducing the doc build times, um,
mhm.
and didn't get very far. I mean, I think that the what I worked on was really just splitting apart the Sphinx build from the build of um, Python binding for that documentation. That seems to take a really long time. And so I think that'll be sort of maybe the first PR that I'm going to be producing. But it's still not ideal. Like, I mean, it would be really nice to use some of these more modern documentation frameworks where you can have uh, like real time editing. You know, it's like you can basically write in a text editor and like have a browser window running and like see the changes in real time. But moving away from Sphinx is maybe something people don't like. It's a little hard to tell.
Yeah. Did you talk to David Galloway or anybody about it, or you've been just like working yourself?
About
The
about what?
Alfred, just the build times. I think we discussed that earlier with them a little bit.
Um, I don't remember that. I don't remember having a conversation with anyone about that. But um, uh, yeah, I mean, I think I know how to get I mean, unless that discussion involves some fundamental stuff like changing frameworks or whatever, I think the basics of getting the build times to be reduced is pretty straightforward. It's just there's a lot of interdependencies that need to work out.
Okay. Okay, cool. So the other thing that I think I can start looking at is from the docs. From the docs perspective, the docs.ceph.com, where we said that we want it to be the superset of everything. It should have literally everything, and some parts of it should go to the website. So the website bit, I believe, can be handled by Mike, but I can start working on getting docs.ceph.com up to date with all the information that it's missing right now. So that would include, like, adding maybe a new page, or like editing the original page that we have for beginners or whatever that is called, to include all the information that we've talked about in that onboarding doc. I think that's an idea that everybody kind of agreed made sense. So we should probably just start working on that. So I'll take a stab at that.
Cool.
So Junior and Gabriella, so if any of this doesn't make sense to you, please feel free to ask questions. But the whole idea is that this meeting is supposed to be a forum for us to discuss documentation improvements, which includes things like actually improving the content of the docs, and also the experience of the docs. Some things are maybe like outdated and don't need to be there, or some things are just missing. Making them up to date and making them more user friendly, kind of the goal of this meeting. And so last time we discussed, as I pasted in the chat, there is this Etherpad which is called Improve Onboarding Experience. That was something that came up in Cephlacon, where we felt that we are lacking in a way that our onboarding docs for new users or new contributors are not very user friendly, and we want to make it as easy as possible for them to just look at something and start working on something. So in line with that, we discussed a few things, things like improving the website to have the right kind of information in a way, structured in a way so that it's more intuitive for people to just, there could be different level of users or contributors who want to just say, okay, I just want to go and fix one thing here, or I'm just interested in contributing to the dashboard. So I want to just go and learn about the dashboard and create a pull request for that. So we want to structure the website in that way, so that it's easier. And also we want to improve our docs. So in the Ceph repository, you have a docs directory which has pretty much everything that every component of Ceph, including things like how you should get started and stuff, which is not up to date. So we want all the information to go in there as well, and also better structure it. So the third part is about the doc build times. So if you look at it at current pull requests, you'll see that there is a doc build that gets fired with every pull request. That currently takes a lot of time. So what Noah was talking about is to reduce those build times so that it's easier to just make changes and get PRs merged and stuff like that. So if any of this interests you, or you want to know or want to contribute, feel free to let us know.
Okay, sounds good.
And like what we also are trying to enforce is anybody who's creating a PR, if it's adding a new feature, or if it's making a change to a configuration value, those PRs should definitely have a doc change as well, to update the docs. If there is a configuration value which is no more going to be true, you have to go and change it along with the PR that you are creating. Also, if you're adding a new feature, like for example, Junior, you're adding stuff to the progress module, right? We want people to be able to at least know what the progress module is now looking like. What's the difference? So with your PR, if you have like a small doc change, which will update all the new changes in the docs, it just becomes easier for users to know what you've done, rather than having to like dig through all the pull requests and find out what it should be doing. So that's the whole idea.
I see. I think right now we don't have like a documentation for the progress module. So
I know
yeah,
that.
maybe
That's where I'm coming from. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So maybe I can
Yeah.
add on to that. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I mean, just having something basic as to what it does, I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't even know that it exists. So having something will be definitely useful. Cool. And I think Gabriella already made some doc changes I was seeing about Ceph Ansible or something like that. I'm not following it completely, but I think you've made some PRs in that direction as well. So it's good. Okay, so I think those are a few things I had. Noah, is there anything else we should cover?
That covers most of it, I believe.
I did not get an update on the doc writer that we discussed earlier. We wanted to hire on contractual basis, but let's see. Maybe I'll follow up on that and see where that is. I'll have an update in the next meeting, I guess.
Okay.
All right, so if we don't have anything else, we can keep it short. Cool. Have a good day, everybody, and see you guys later. Thanks.
See you
Bye-bye.
tomorrow. Bye.
Yeah, bye.